Hi, it's Chris from askchrisrowell.com, and today I've got Ish. Ish is with me today, and he's got a question for me. So Ish, how can I help you today?
Hi Chris, I'd just like to know how you can use a blog to get sales in an online business.
Perfect. So how to use a blog. All right, so with an online business, what we're looking for before anything else happens is we need a customer.
Yeah.
So to get a customer, there's various different ways of doing that, and it comes down to marketing, online marketing. So you can place adverts, you can do videos on YouTube and so on. So your question is about using a blog. So a blog is quite a specific way of generating a brand interest, I suppose, getting people to show an interest in what it is that you're offering. So with a blog, you've got effectively a website with your domain name. People will visit that, they'll see stories, there'll be videos on there, and what you've got to do with a blog is really add a lot of value and content in there. People will then find the blog, they will subscribe for updates, and then you can send that information out. What you're also going to do is, in order to get your message out to the marketplace, there's lots of different channels. So whatever your message is going to be every day, and you can talk about anything, you can talk about your family and just your life in general, put a little bit of business education, information and value in there as well. Also get the same message out through things like Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, and then your mailing list as well. So you've got your email list. So the blog is just a central place to put all this together. So from a technical point of view, first of all, you're going to need a domain name, and then you need to get some hosting where you're actually going to host the website. It's like the storage, online storage space, and then you need to create a website around that as well. My favorite platform for that is WordPress, because it's easy to use, and there's a lot of experts around the world that can actually build a WordPress website, and you can tailor it to be whatever you want it to be. The challenge you've got then is, in order to make that website look good, you've got to change the theme. So the background theme to the website is how the actual image looks, or how the whole website looks. And then to build out the various component parts within that website, you have things called widgets. Now widgets are third-party bits of software that you plug in, so you can have a diary on there, and you can have little sections to put code in for a banner advert, or any other, like an opt-in box, or those kind of things. The problem with the widgets is if you've got too many of those on the website, they sometimes clash with each other, and if you put too many on in any one time, your website could potentially go down, so you could lose everything that's on there. So the advice I took initially was, create a website using WordPress, change the theme, and add a widget to it, and just run it for a week. All right, start to add content to it, and then add a second widget and run it for a week, and then add another widget, and over a period of time, add the widgets one by one. So if and when, and it probably will be a when your website then crashes, it's probably because of the last widget that you've added, so you can remove that one widget and see if the whole thing comes back to life again. So there's quite a lot of technical knowledge needed with this, and my advice is, rather than doing it yourself, pay somebody else. I outsource a lot of work like that to the Philippines, for example. So get somebody else to do the whole work, find somebody with experience of this, see case studies of what they've done in the past. And then it's about just adding value to it all the time. So a lot of people see the likes of big blogs out there and think they can emulate it. The reality is it'll probably take you a long, long time to get the content in there to make it look good, because you've got to be adding content all the time. And then beyond that, you've then got to get traction. So you've got to get viewers of it. You've got to get people to see it as well. So you can run solo ads. You can run all sorts of different traffic to your blog to then give value, and then people will opt into your email list, and then you can start to market to people through your email list. So it's a great way of building your brand long term, but for a short term way, I'd be focusing on other traffic methods to get people to see your offer, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Build your blog over a period of time, and then eventually, once you start to get a lot of value and content in there, and then you can send traffic to that, and then that's going to start to hopefully then build up a good source of leads for you as well. So it's a great way, but there's a lot of work involved. All right.
Yeah.
So sometimes people see it because they think it's a free way of driving traffic. Technically it's free as far as people finding the website, but it's not free in terms of the amount of time that you've got to put into it as well. Okay?
Yeah.
So does that answer your question?
Yeah, that's quite good, yeah.
Perfect. Awesome.
Yeah,
Well, thanks for your question.